On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
Gain editorial help. An editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Encyclopedia.
A comprehensive reference work containing articles on a wide range of subjects or numerous aspects of a particular field or discipline, usually arranged alphabetically or thematically.
Examples:
Encyclopedia entry. Online encyclopedia. Many bookshops no longer carry printed encyclopedias, but some libraries still hold on to their collections.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Stodgy.
Dull, uninteresting, or overly conservative, lacking in imagination or creativity, tending to resist change or innovation.
Examples:
Stodgy food. Stodgy style. The stodgy old professor refused to adopt any new teaching methods or technologies.
Wikipedia.
An online encyclopedia that allows users to contribute and edit articles collaboratively, a vast and frequently updated repository of information on a wide range of topics.
Examples:
Wikipedia entry. Wikipedia article. Not all teachers accept citing Wikipedia as a valid source for academic papers.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Demonstration.
A display or show, often of a particular skill or product, intended to convince or persuade others.
Examples:
Demonstration project. A campus demonstration. Thousands of people attended the protest demonstration against the proposed policy.
License.
An official permission or authorization to do, use, or own something, a legal document that grants the holder the right to perform certain activities, such as driving a car, practicing a profession, or using a particular product or service.
Examples:
License renewal. Software license. Before driving, ensure you have a valid driver's license.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
Demonstrate a difference. Demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Non-profit.
Not established for commercial profit.
Examples:
A non-profit organization. Non-profit agency. Our law firm also focuses on non-profit activities.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between 2 job offers.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Redistribute.
To share something among people in a different way.
Examples:
Redistribute income fairly. Redistribute data. The general redistributed the troops more strategically.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Donation.
A voluntary gift of money, service, or ideas that are given to a person or an organization, or the act of giving them.
Examples:
Make a donation. Political donation. He made a generous donation to the charity.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system, the amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples:
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Cluster.
A group of similar things or people close together, often forming a distinct mass or unit.
Examples:
Live in a cluster. A cluster of stars. A cluster of grapes hung from the vine.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
Corporate right. Corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Operate.
To work in a particular way, to supervise something.
Examples:
Operate 24 hours a day. Manually operate a machine. This machine is too difficult to operate for me.
Employee.
A person who is hired to work for a business or organization in exchange for wages or salary, a worker.
Examples:
Employee benefits. Employee evaluation. The employee handbook outlines the rules and regulations that all employees must follow.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Server.
A computer program or a device from which other computers get information, a person who serves food in a restaurant.
Examples:
A mail server. Work as a server in a restaurant. After the airing of the TV commercial, many people accessed the website, and the server went down.
Ragtag.
Consisting of a disorganized or mismatched group of people or things, often of low social status or questionable quality.
Examples:
Ragtag clothing. Ragtag team. The Army's ragtag troop was no match for the well-equipped enemy.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
Organ bleeding. Damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Pitch.
The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something.
Examples:
Make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Administrator.
A person or organization responsible for managing and directing the affairs of a business, institution, government agency, or other organization, someone who administers, regulates, or supervises.
Examples:
School administrator. Network administrator. The university's administrator announced new policies regarding campus safety.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Standby.
A state of readiness or preparedness, especially in anticipation of an event or situation, a backup or reserve option or plan available in case of need.
Examples:
Airline standby ticket. Standby power. I'm in standby mode, awaiting the phone call from the job I interviewed for.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Bandwidth.
The amount of data that can be transmitted or processed at one time, often used to describe the capacity of electronic communication or computing systems.
Examples:
Bandwidth allocation. Increase bandwidth. I don't have the bandwidth to take on any new projects, as I'm already working on multiple assignments.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Degenerate.
Of a person, animal, or plant, to become worse in health or physical condition.
Examples:
Degenerate into a disagreement. Degenerate into recession. The once thriving city has degenerated into a crime-ridden slum.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples:
encouraging approval, encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Multimedia.
Relating to or involving the use or combination of several different media or communication formats, such as text, graphics, audio, and video.
Examples:
multimedia presentation, multimedia design. I love using multimedia tools to create engaging presentations and projects.
Controversy.
A lot of discussion and argument about something, often involving strong feelings of anger or disapproval.
Examples:
controversy among researchers, arouse controversy. They entered into controversy with a member of the ruling party.
Extensive.
Covering a large area, having a wide range.
Examples:
extensive experience, have extensive vocabulary. The incident attracted extensive media coverage throughout the world.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
elect the school board, elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Contentious.
Likely to cause people to disagree and argue, liking to argue.
Examples:
contentious subject, contentious debate. There are many contentious issues in claiming a patent.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool, communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Slight.
Very small in degree or amount.
Examples:
feel a slight concern, slight increase. We made slight modifications to reflect the views of both sides.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
quote a source, quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Occasion.
A time or event that is suitable or appropriate for something to happen or be done, a particular event or circumstance that requires or allows for something to be done.
Examples:
A glad occasion. As occasion demands. She wore her best dress for the special occasion.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples:
Trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Occasionally.
Now and then, sometimes but not often.
Examples:
Occasionally dine with friends. Occasionally change the routine. She still occasionally writes a short romance novel.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples:
Controversial book. Controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Neutral.
Not helping or assisting either side in a conflict, argument, etc.
Examples:
Permanently neutral country. Neutral colors. A legislative speaker should always be neutral.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Thoughtful.
Characterized by careful and considerate thinking, showing consideration for the feelings and needs of others, reflecting deep or serious thought.
Examples:
Thoughtful consideration. Thoughtful gift. The company's CEO made a thoughtful decision to offer employees more flexibility in their work schedules.
Jerk.
To make a sudden, sharp movement or cause something to do this.
Examples:
Jerk her head back. Jerk the rope. The driver suddenly jerked the steering wheel to the left to avoid hitting the deer.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Monopoly.
Exclusive control or possession of something, especially an area of business, a board game in which players try to gain a monopoly on real estate.
Examples:
A government monopoly. Monopoly in distribution. The government strived to protect its tobacco monopoly.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples:
Traffic incident. Security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
Routine business. A built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Vandalism.
The willful and malicious destruction or defacement of property that belongs to another person or the public, the act of deliberately causing damage or harm to something valuable or meaningful.
Examples:
Cyber vandalism. Vandalism at shrines. The graffiti on the wall was an act of vandalism that caused damage to public property.
Vandal.
A person who deliberately damages or destroys public or private property, often out of a sense of malicious or mischievous intent.
Examples:
Teenage vandal. Graffiti vandal. The city installed security cameras to deter vandals from damaging public property.
Amaze.
To fill with wonder, surprise, or admiration.
Examples:
Amaze and entertain visitors. Amaze everyone. The magician's tricks amazed the audience.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples:
New design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Debatable.
Open to discussion or argument, capable of being disputed or doubted.
Examples:
The validity of the theory is debatable. Debatable topic. Whether or not extraterrestrial life exists is still debatable among scientists.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Cooperation.
The act or situation of working together with someone towards a shared purpose, benefit, etc.
Examples:
Cooperation with strategic partners. Thoroughgoing cooperation. The cooperation between businesses and universities created this groundbreaking product.
Objective.
A goal, aim, or purpose that is intended or sought after. A goal that is based on facts, evidence, or unbiased reasoning rather than personal opinions, feelings, or beliefs. Adjective. Of or relating something that is based on facts and not influenced by personal feelings or biases.
Examples:
Objective assessment. Financial objective. The study's main objective is to identify risk factors for heart disease.
Damn.
To express disapproval of or disappointment in something or someone. To condemn or to curse, a swear word, an expression of anger.
Examples:
Damn the consequences. Damn with faint praise. The company's poor financial performance is likely to damn the CEO's chances of being re-elected to the board.
Jargon.
Specialized language or vocabulary used by a particular group or profession that is often difficult for outsiders to understand. Language that is full of technical slang or obscure terms, and is often used to obscure or confuse rather than clarify.
Examples:
Business jargon. Scientific jargon. The financial industry is notorious for using complicated jargon that confuses consumers.
Mere.
Used to emphasize how insignificant or minor someone or something is.
Examples:
Mere acquaintance. Mere incident. He lost the election by mere votes.
Reputable.
Having a good reputation or standing, trustworthy, reliable, or respected.
Examples:
Reputable company. Reputable source. I only trust certified mechanics from reputable auto shops to work on my car.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Contributor.
A person or thing that adds to the achievement, production, or growth of something, such as a project, organization, or publication, a donor or benefactor.
Examples:
Contributor of funds. Regular contributor. She is a major contributor to the local food bank, volunteering every week.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Negotiable.
Capable of being discussed and agreed upon, able to be changed or altered through negotiation.
Examples:
A negotiable bill. Negotiable salary. The price of these items is negotiable, so feel free to make an offer.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Recreation.
The activity that renews your health and spirits by enjoyment and relaxation, the act or process of making something that existed in the past exists or seems to exist again in a different time or place.
Examples:
outdoor recreation. Recreation of the homeland. Basketball is their usual recreation after school.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Notify.
To inform, alert, or give notice to someone about something, often formally or in writing.
Examples:
notify through documents. Notify authorities. Please notify me if there are any changes to the schedule.
Revert.
To return to a previous state or condition, to reply.
Examples:
revert to a heavy smoker. Revert to the original subject. After trying the new software, I reverted to the old version.
Garbage.
Waste material, especially food waste and kitchen refuse.
Examples:
garbage collection. Lump of garbage. The garbage truck will be coming to pick up the trash every Monday morning.
Delete.
To remove something, especially that has been written, to wipe out digitally or magnetically recorded information.
Examples:
delete a file. Delete this modification. Highlight the sentences that you want to delete.
Intriguing.
Arousing curiosity or interest, often due to a mysterious or complex quality, fascinating or captivating.
Examples:
intriguing concept. Intriguing character. The novel's plot was intriguing and kept readers in their seats.
Anonymous.
Having no known name, identity, or known source.
Examples:
anonymous letter. Anonymous house. She received several anonymous calls.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Knit.
To make a garment or fabric by interlocking loops of yarn with needles or a machine.
Examples:
Knit my eyebrows. Knit a pair of socks. The grandmother knit a warm sweater for her grandchild.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Offline.
Not connected to the internet.
Examples:
Offline course. Offline mode. The computer is offline and cannot be accessed at the moment.
Bulk.
The quantity or size of something that is very large, the main part of something.
Examples:
Buy in bulk. Bulk data transfer. I received a parcel of great bulk.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Strive.
To try very hard to do, achieve, or obtain something.
Examples:
Strive hard to get. Strive for excellence. They strive to make their dream come true.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Suspicious.
Making you feel that someone has done something wrong, illegal, or dishonest without any evidence.
Examples:
Report suspicious activity. A person who is suspicious. We carefully examine each suspicious transaction report we receive.
Highlight.
To make something prominent, mainly so that people give it more attention.
Examples.
Highlight a string in red. Highlight an important difference. The introduction highlighted the speaker's distinguished career as a consultant.
Open-ended.
Without any limits or restrictions, allowing for a spontaneous response.
Examples.
An open-ended discussion. Open-ended agreements. Most people who saw the film were dissatisfied with the open-ended ending.
Enforce.
To make sure that people obey a particular law, rule, or situation.
Examples.
Enforce the law. Enforce a contract. Governments make rules, and police enforce them.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples.
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples.
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Notable.
Worthy of attention or notice, remarkable or significant, deserving to be recognized or remembered.
Examples.
Notable achievement. Notable success. The notable scientist made groundbreaking discoveries in the field of medicine.
Verify.
To check that something exists or is true, or to prove that something is correct.
Examples.
Verify a document. Verify identity. We always verify all critical information independently.
Hoax.
A deliberately fabricated deception, often intended to trick or mislead people into believing something that is not true, a practical joke or prank.
Examples.
Suspect a hoax. Hoax email. The newspaper article was revealed to be a hoax.
Organically.
In a way that is related to or in accordance with the principles or practices of organic farming or living, naturally, without the use of synthetic or artificial substances.
Examples.
Evolve organically. Organically certified. The company prides itself on using organically grown ingredients in its products.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples.
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Supposedly.
According to what is generally assumed or believed without actually knowing for sure.
Examples:
Supposedly identical. Necklace supposedly made of pure gold. He is supposedly nominated for a Nobel Prize.
Miserable.
Very unhappy, uncomfortable, or unpleasant, causing great distress or suffering.
Examples:
Miserable weather. Miserable experience. She felt miserable after her dog passed away.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Underground.
Under the surface of the ground, a secret group organized to achieve a specific purpose, such as overthrowing the government or occupying a force.
Examples:
Water flowing underground. Underground activist. Having underground parking has been very beneficial throughout the winter.
Dialogue.
A conversation in a book, play, or film.
Examples:
Platonic dialogues. The form of a dialogue. He recorded the dialogue at the time of the incident.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Govern.
To legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
A nation's right to govern. Govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Governance.
The act or process of governing or managing a political, social, or economic entity, the systems or principles that guide such processes.
Examples:
Good governance. Corporate governance. The United Nations assists countries in building strong governance frameworks and institutions.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Consensus.
General agreement or accord in the judgment or opinion reached by a group as a whole.
Examples:
A public consensus. Consensus among scientists. The two parties have reached a consensus.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Troll.
A person who makes inflammatory or off-topic posts on the internet, a supernatural creature often portrayed as a giant or dwarf that lives in isolated areas. Verb: to fish by dragging a baited line through the water behind a boat.
Examples:
Feed a troll. Copyright troll. He was banned from the online forum for being a troll and causing trouble.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Aristocracy.
A group of persons with high social status.
Examples:
Member of the aristocracy. The blue-blooded aristocracy. Despite his popularity among the aristocracy, he was unpopular with the general public.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Admire.
To have regard for or respect for someone's qualities or the actions they have performed.
Examples:
Admire the subtlety of the distinctions. Admire kids with attitude. We all admire him because he is a nobleman.
Irony.
The expression of one's meaning by using language that usually signifies the opposite, typically for humorous or rhetorical effect.
Examples:
Bitter irony. Irony humor. The irony of the situation is that he won the lottery on the day he lost his job.
Monarchy.
A form of government in which a country is ruled by a king or a queen who typically inherits the authority.
Examples:
Monarchy system. Abolish monarchy. The monarchy government had been in power for centuries.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples:
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Benevolent.
Well-meaning and kind, serving a charitable or philanthropic purpose.
Examples:
Benevolent gesture. A benevolent individual. The benevolent donor's contribution to the charity greatly impacted the lives of those it served.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Compile.
To create a book, a list, a report, etc., by combining various objects, articles, music, etc.
Examples:
Compile a biography. Compile the data. We are attempting to compile a list of qualified candidates for the position.
Appropriate.
Suitable or proper in the circumstances, fitting.
Examples:
Appropriate behavior. An appropriate time. It would be appropriate to dress nicely for the wedding.
Boggy.
Containing a lot of soft, wet soil, marshy, swampy, or waterlogged.
Examples:
Boggy land. Boggy area. The trail through the forest was so boggy that our shoes became soaked.
Formal.
Following established, public, or official forms and conventions, often in a serious or somber manner.
Examples:
A formal festival. Formal request. The event required formal attire, so he wore a suit and tie.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Nazi.
A member or supporter of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, which controlled Germany from 1933 to 1945 and carried out a genocidal campaign against Jews and other marginalized groups. Someone who subscribes to similar racist or authoritarian beliefs.
Examples:
Nazi regime. Neo-Nazi movement. The Nazi Party was responsible for atrocities committed during World War II.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Conspiracy.
A secret agreement between two or more people to perform something harmful or illegal.
Examples:
Political conspiracy. Conspiracy theory. There was a conspiracy of silence about illegal police interrogation.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Fairly.
To a certain extent or degree, without favoring one party in an even-handed manner.
Examples:
fairly accurate, have a fairly clear view. He deals fairly with his employees.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples:
Absurd storyline, an absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Valid.
Having a reasonable basis in logic or fact, still legally or officially acceptable.
Examples:
A valid contract. A ticket valid for 2 days. Your credit card is no longer valid.
Undermine.
To make someone or something less powerful, less effective, weaker gradually, to make someone's fame, competence, or authority less effective or weaker gradually.
Examples:
Undermine a good relationship. Undermine their adversary's reputation. They tried to undermine her position by slandering her.
Fanatical.
Characterized by extreme or excessive devotion or enthusiasm, marked by a relentless, sometimes irrational, dedication or zeal.
Examples:
Fanatical patriotism. Fanatical ideology. The fanatical leader had convinced his followers to follow him blindly, regardless of the consequences.
Anarchist.
A person who is skeptical of laws and governments and believes those are not necessary.
Examples:
Anarchist terrorism. Anarchist group. The event pretty much converted him from his anarchist views.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Methodology.
A set of ways or principles of doing, teaching, or studying something.
Examples:
Methodology for optimizing. Research methodology. We are developing a new methodology for assessing marketing measures.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Impartial.
Not favoring one side or party over another, fair and unbiased in judgment or opinion.
Examples:
Impartial treatment. Impartial observer. The judge made an impartial decision after reviewing all the evidence.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Educate.
To provide or receive instruction or training over a period of time at a school, university, etc.
Examples:
Educate student. Educate public. The school's mission is to educate young children and prepare them for the future.
Inherent.
Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute.
Examples:
Inherent risk. Have an inherent dislike. Honesty is an inherent quality that everyone should strive to possess.
Storyline.
The central narrative or plot of a story, often involving a series of events or conflicts that move the story forward, the overall structure or arc of a story.
Examples:
Follow a storyline. Predictable storyline. The storyline of the movie was predictable, but still entertaining.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Appoint.
To give someone a job or role, especially as a public official or member of an organization, to arrange or decide on a time or a place.
Examples:
Appoint members. Appoint the day. The court appointed a guardian for the child.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you. Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Wale.
A ridge on a textured woven fabric such as corduroy or a raised line or stripe on the skin caused by a blow, as from a whip, thick planks running along the sides of a ship for reinforcement.
Examples:
Wale pattern. Denim wale fabric. The tightly woven wale of her corduroy skirt was comfortable and durable.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Fruition.
The realization or fulfillment of a plan, goal, or desire. The achievement or completion of something desired or worked for. The state of being fully developed or accomplished.
Examples:
Finally come to fruition. Fruition of a plan. Many startups face challenges in bringing their innovative ideas to fruition.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Spam.
Unwanted email, usually of advertising material, sent out in bulk.
Examples:
Receive a spam email. Anti-spam technology. You can remove spam messages with special software.
Literacy.
The ability to read and write, the ability to use written language to communicate effectively.
Examples:
Digital literacy. Financial literacy. Many charities focus on improving literacy rates in underprivileged communities.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.